Hey guys, my name is Cherie, and I decided that I'm going to do my recovery from my tummy tuck for the next year. I want to do before and after pictures and answer any questions you guys might have along the way, my experiences, stuff like that. I had my tummy tuck yesterday, and I was so excited and hyped up on everything that I was unable to sleep last night. So last night I decided at 2 o'clock in the morning that I was going to start blogging. So I got on my phone and I blogged for 3 hours and I wrote it all out. So I'm going to go ahead and actually read my first blog because I've never done video blogs or anything. And it'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing or try to be doing. And I'm going to try to get some video editing and stuff figured out like that to make these better. So what I wrote at 2 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the morning. Blog 1, day 2, 8/9/14. Hey guys, my name is Cherie, and I decided to blog and YouTube my recovery process of the tummy tuck I just went through yesterday, January 8th, and try for about a year. First off, I will start out with the logistics of everything from my perspective and research, then try to edit in some before and after pictures that I have. Next, the following videos will be answering all questions you guys have after each video, so make sure to subscribe to follow my recovery journey. Now, I want to mention right away that this is my journey and simply only that. I'm not a doctor or a nurse, so anything I state is just my experience. Please be kind, don't leave any negative comments or dirty questions because I won't address them. Also, if you're the grammar police, please refrain from pointing out any mistakes I have because 1, I don't care, and 2, there will be plenty. I haven't decided if I'm going to actually leave blogs instead of just video blogs on some of my other sites and attach the links or not. So that's for the grammar police. Leave me alone. My doctor is pretty amazing. He took a picture of me while I was still under anesthesia so I could see what I look like when I woke up. So let's get this started. I did research over about a couple of years looking up things on the internet. Followed other people's journeys through YouTube, seeing before and after pictures, seeing a few friends' results in person. And I've got to tell you, some of the things I found on the internet are very disturbing. So you definitely need to do your research and choose a great doctor. I would have to say don't worry about pinching pennies because I think the saying stands true is you get what you pay for. So, I mean, if you're going to do something as severe as plastic surgery, abdominal surgery, that, it's get somebody good and don't really worry about the money aspect of it. First off, I had a baby just a year and a half ago. She was my 4th child. She was 9 pounds, 3 ounces. She completely stretched me out to the max. All my babies were big because I've been insulin dependent diabetic since the age of 16. So that's just about 17 years. In March, I turned 33. Then I started to work out after I had my daughter because I wanted to get my old body back. I started to diet. I've been doing it since August of last year. My weight goal was 125 pounds. I reached 127 the day of surgery. I toned every part of my body. My legs, my arms, even my upper abs, but my lower abs wouldn't budge because I had 2 emergency C-section, which happened to be my last 2 kids. Plus, my babies were all big for my diabetes, so I was extremely big. I'll put in some pictures of how big I was, and you guys are going to be asking how I was even standing up. My muscles had a big gap in between them. You could stick both fingers in between the middle of my muscles, my abdominal muscles. Then I started by calling a few doctors in Utah And so I sent in photos online. I got price quotes and opinions. Some of the doctors called me back. The reason why I searched in Utah, because I live in Idaho, is because it's not that far, and I thought it would be less expensive. Because I actually did a breast aug in February of 2010, and my doctor there was fabulous. Unfortunately, was no longer doing plastic surgery and just did like facial stuff. It turned out that they weren't any less expensive because all the doctors there wanted you to stay, an extended week or two. So it ended up being the same as our local doctors. So next, I made 2 consultations with 2 different local doctors. Each doctor charged a fee. They wanted to ensure that I wasn't wasting their time. And the doctor I chose actually subtracted that from the final cost. The other doctor said she wouldn't. The doctor I chose was Russell Griffiths in Boise, Idaho at St. Luke's Medical Center. His cost for me, everybody's different. His cost for me was a little over $7,500. And the reason why he said it was a little more expensive than he usually charges is because where he actually had to sew me up, I had some stretch marks that he had to basically sew against. So it would be a little more difficult and it took about 2 hours. So as far as I know, he's the only pediatric surgeon in the Treasure Valley, but don't quote me because I'm not 100% sure. I think that's what the secretary told me though. My doctor also uses the pain drip, which I'll show you after the video. I'm done with the talking part of the video. And that's added into his cost. So is the things you put on your legs, the circulation machine that he sends you home with. Everything's included. The only thing not included was the pain meds, nausea meds, and antibiotics. He gives you a cell phone, his home number for any kind of questions or emergencies. You can call him any time of the day or night. I also asked if there's a screw up on his part, if he covers the cost. Yes, he covers the cost fully if it's something that he did. If it's something that you did, obviously you would have to cover the cost. And if it's something that neither of you, he said he goes half and half. Basically, he charges you just cost. I had 2 pre-op appointments. The first one gave me all the instructions on what to do to prepare for my surgery 2 weeks in advance and then give final payment. The second was to get cleared the day before surgery. My husband's out of state working, so my parents drove down from South Dakota to take care of me and my kids. You will definitely need the extra help, especially if you have children. The anesthesiologist called me the night before, asked me questions, gave me the rundown for the next day of surgery, which was yesterday, which takes me to day of surgery, yesterday. I got there, met with the doctor. He did some awesome art studio on my abdomen for all the cut lines and sent the nurse in for vitals, sent the anesthesiologist in to start IV meds, checked my blood sugar for my diabetes, walked me to the operating room, gave me the rest of the IV meds to knock me out along with oxygen, and I was out. I woke up literally 5 minutes after the surgery was over, which tells you how good the anesthesiologist is. They wheeled me to the recovery room, checked my vitals, asked my questions, or asked their questions how I was feeling. They helped me go pee. They discharged me all within about 20 minutes. Reason being is because the pain wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Now, I had 2 C-sections already, so if I had to describe the pain, it would basically be the same. It felt just like when I got my C-sections, except for the top of my abs felt a little tight, and it felt like I had been working out at the gym for 3 weeks straight. So it was just a little sore is all. But I totally psyched myself out watching videos and doing all the research when everybody says it was so painful. And they said, oh, the first day is so horrible. Second day is horrible. The 5th day you finally feel better. No, I feel fine. Today's the 2nd day. When I got home, I was fine. I walked myself in. I sat myself on the couch. The only thing I needed help with was getting to the edge of the couch. I could stand up by myself. I could go pee by myself. I could get back on the couch by myself. I needed help putting on the little air things for my legs, and that was it. The drive home was fine. Basically, let's see. Oh, the only thing is I'm hunched over like a little old lady, which the doctor said you needed to be anyways because everything's so tight, and it's easier on your scar for healing because you don't want to stretch your scar out. I started my pain meds and antibiotics and vitamin D pill as soon as I got home, and I took one nausea pill, and then I didn't need any from there on out. The pain meds that I'm on is hydrocodone. I take it every 4 hours. I feel great. I would recommend this surgery to anybody that needed it. Totally worth everything so far. I mean, I'm only in day 2, but if everything keeps going the way it's going to be fabulous. I do have a high pain tolerance, so I think that helps me a lot. But honestly, you know, it's the second day after surgery and it's manageable and I'm happy. And I think the only problem I had today was when my parents gave me the Miralax. It's the laxative if you're taking pain meds that you need to take just to stay regular. It totally filled my stomach up with gas. So now it's like hard as a rock, and it sucks because I have gas rolling around in my stomach. And so I took 2 gas pills to hopefully help with that. Hasn't kicked in yet, but so that's basically it. I mean, for how it went. Surgery went off without a hitch. I was so happy. I'll show you the picture that the doctor took while I was still on the operating table. I'll try to cut those in at the end. Now I'll explain a little bit about my scar. So the picture you're going to see, it looks pretty gnarly at first, but overall the videos I watch and information and what the doctors say is, you know, within 3 months it looks better, 6 months it looks better, 10 months looks better, and then right at a year it's usually faded into, you know, the least of the redness or purple. Some people's scars are purple, some are red. Mine always heal clear, so I'm hoping that it does the same thing. If it doesn't, either way, I'm still happy with how I look now over how I did look, which wasn't too bad. I just had all that extra skin from having my daughter and even my son. Anyways, the incision is 1 inch and maybe 1/4 from my pubic bone, so it's really, really low. He took out my C-section scar, both of them, because one was right next to the other, so it wasn't like just one. You'll see a line going up, which was my old belly button. I didn't have enough skin to pull down all the way to get rid of my old belly button, so we had to stitch it together, but he did an inside stitch, so the scar will look better and more flush. And then he created the new belly button, and he also did an inside stitch, so when everything kind of relaxes and stretches out just a little bit, that'll look normal. And they say that around 3 to 6 months is when your belly button starts to look normal again. Almost all my stretch marks are gone, just the ones that were above my belly button that he couldn't, you know, stretch all the way down. I have a couple, but they're so light that I don't think you'll be able to see them once I'm all relaxed. My stomach is all relaxed and stuff. Pretty much, I'm happy I don't have any more saggy skin. I have 2 drains, and he put one on each side at the end of my incisions, which end directly on my hip bone. So I won't have an extra scar from that. So we'll just take him out. I go back on Monday, which is 5 days post-op, for my one of my drains to be taken out. My pain drip is, I got a pain drip, which was added in to the surgery, and that is taped just right under my boobs, kind of. And the tubes are so teeny tiny that there won't be a scar or anything there. It'll probably look like a itty bitty bug bite, if anything at all. Anyways, like I said, the next video I do will be in response to this video. If you guys have any questions or comments you want me to address, or really anything, I'll write them all down. And at the end of each video, if I can, I'll show you how my scar is, because I want to do some scar therapy, but I got to ask the doctor on Monday what he thinks about that and what I should do at my 5-day checkup. I'll try not to bore everybody. This video is kind of long because it's kind of explaining everything within the last couple years all at once. I'll take any suggestions, like if you want me to do anything specific or say anything specific in the videos. Just please try not to be rude about it. Like I said, this is just my experience, and just I really enjoyed watching other women's experience when I was researching the tummy tuck and stuff and seeing their scars, and it helped me get a good idea of everything that I prepped myself for. And it went good. So now that I'm done reading all 800 pages that I blogged for 3 hours and kind of sounded like a moron doing it, I'll show you the little bit of stuff that I have. So I'm still all bandaged up, but this little guy right here is my pain drip. So my pain drip is just attached by itty bitty little tubes, and it gives me 3 to 5 days of medicine. He said it could run out, and then I can fill it if I want it again. I don't really think it's helping because I don't know. And then these are my drains that I'm supposed to drain 4 times a day and record the output. And I haven't taken this off at all, but my tubes are on my sides right there, and then my other one is right there. Those are a little sore, kinda, I guess. Like, I haven't been able to feel them except for right before dinner. I started feeling them, and I was kind of uncomfortable because my scar ends right at my hips. So that's where the drain is as well. So anyways, as far as I know, my scar goes from here to here because I have those pictures, and I will try to feed those pictures in at the end. I got to find some like video manager or whatever it's called to try to get all that in so you guys can see. I'll put some pregnancy pictures in there so you can see how huge I was. And then I'll put some of my before and after pictures for when I started working out. So you kind of get like the whole journey gist of everything. And I will try to get them all answered and hopefully make better videos considering it's my first one ever. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope to have a good year experience, and subscribe and follow me unless I totally bore you. And I'll try to show some kind of video of something at the end of all my videos, whether it be like maybe something I learned or showing you how I do my drains if you're just curious because you haven't done the process, or if you're going through it too. I don't know. This is a new experience for me, so we can do it together. Just be nice. Don't be rude. And that's it. So I'm going to try to go to bed because I was up all night. I've been up for 36 hours straight now. And yeah, I'm tired. So this is day 2. This is me. Day 2 of surgery. And I'm doing fabulous. And that's it. All right. Talk to you later.